So this is going to be the first video in a series covering the basics of Julia. Julia is a rather new programming language, so many of you might not have heard of it, and it is becoming more and more popular for reasons such as its high performance, ability to directly call C functions, and handle Unicode, just to name a few. So to start off, the first thing we need to do is download Julia from the official website. Here you can find it, and depending on your operating system, you can pick and choose. Also, I would like to mention that there is a page for older versions of Julia, so if you found some code that would only run on older versions, you can find their respective installers here. And I already downloaded it, so we're just gonna run it. Now that we've finished installing Julia, we can finally code in it. But if we were to write a script, then it would be much more effective using an IDE. An IDE is an integrated development environment. This allows us to more effectively code. The IDEs I'll be showing how to install today are Jupyter Notebook and Juno. To install Jupyter Notebook, the first thing we need to do is open up the Julia terminal. The first thing we'll type in is using pkg. This basically imports the package manager module, which allows us to install other packages. Using the function pkg.add, we're going to be adding the package iJulia. We're doing this because iJulia is an essential backend application that allows Julia and Jupyter Notebook to communicate. Now that we're done installing iJulia, we can now import it as well. And when we import it, we're going to be using the function notebook. This function basically opens up Jupyter Notebook, and when it's done opening, we can see if Julia is successfully installed. So now that we've installed Jupyter Notebook and we got it working with Julia, we can now move on to Juno. Juno is an IDE built on top of the text editor Atom. So to first install Juno, the first step would be actually to download Atom, which I've done and installed. Now once you've downloaded and installed Atom, open it up. It should look like this. Go to the right and click on Install Package. There you should see a smaller button that says Open Installer. Click on it and you should be directed to the installer page. There you should see a search bar. Type in Juno and select the first package that you see. It should be by Juno Lab. Install it and it should install all the other packages needed for Juno to work properly. Now, once you've downloaded Juno, there should be a bunch of other buttons on the side that shouldn't have been there before you installed Juno. Click on the button that looks like a terminal. If you don't know what that is, it's the icon that looks like a window with a greater than symbol and an underscore. Now, when you start the Julia terminal, an error message might pop up saying how they can't find a Julia program. To resolve this, go to the settings by clicking one of the tabs on the right of the screen and navigate to the tab that says packages. Click on it, and when you go in, you should see several different types of packages. Go to the ones underneath community packages and locate the one called Julia-Client. Once you've found the Julia-Client one, click on it and go to its settings. The first thing you should see is the Julia path. That is where you should type in the file path of the Julia executable. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that helped you, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comments below.